This makes it the most expensive law enforcement apparatus on the planet. It is a massive funding vehicle for ICE, Trump's Gestapo, Trump's secret police.
It was a big campaign promise that President Trump was out there talking.
Chat, ICE is getting, with this bill, ICE is getting direct appropriations to the tune of 30 billion with a B, okay? On top of that, with the additional expenditures to all Customs and Border Patrol, okay, whether it be state expenditures, whether it be detention expenditures, or whether it be additional funding for immigration courts and immigration detention centers, the total number goes up to $175 billion, okay? With the new appropriations for Customs and Border Protection, CBP, immigration courts, detention expansion, and state-level border assistance, the bill and its immigration enforcement budget totals $175.155 billion with a B. Okay, please understand how psychotic this is. The budget will give, once again, $175 billion to immigration enforcement broadly. This puts CBP, Customs and Border Patrol, and American immigration enforcement, okay, at a higher budget than I think virtually every other country's military. This makes it the most expensive law enforcement apparatus on the planet. This makes it like this is more than the GDP of nation states. It would make ICE the 8th largest military by expenditure on earth, ahead of France. This is genocidal level funding. The reason why they're doing this, you have to understand, the reason why they're doing this is because they are gearing up for ethnic cleansing, okay, internally. That is the point. The major hurdle, as I have said time and time again, for ICE deportations, like mass deportations like the ones that we've seen so far, which at a very limited capacity, even though it's still harrowing, it's still awful, was the major hurdle against that was literally not the lack of ambition, but instead logistics. There isn't enough places to put, enough concentration camps to put the people that are being grabbed and detained. But a big part of the issue here is simply the lack of funding. They don't have enough people to do mass apprehensions all around the country. They do not have enough facilities to place people into after doing mass apprehensions all across the country. And now this bill creates a funding vehicle to do that. Watch this space. It is one of the most important parts of the right-wing reactionary fascist agenda. Everything is funneled through immigration enforcement for them because it is the one area that the executive office has more authority over. So if you use immigration enforcement as the driving vehicle of your internal military, your secret police force, you can get away with a lot more unconstitutional shit while still simultaneously eroding what remains of constitutional protections to begin with. And eventually, they are going to go after political dissidents as well. First, they're going to go after every single undocumented migrant that whose immigration status has been in limbo. Then they'll go after DACA. Then they will start denaturalizing people. First, if you've been naturalized as a citizen in the past 5 years, you're probably first to go. Then eventually, they will call into question any American citizen's citizenship status and inevitably move on to natural-born U.S. citizens as well. If this does not stop, that is where it will go. And it won't be because these people are, heinous criminals or whatever, even though that is what the Trump administration will keep saying over and over again. It will be because all of these people will be considered political dissidents, a danger, a threat to American national security.